This is Julie Muller, your technology trainer. This video, we're going to be entering in requisitions and payment requests in the new self-service, now branded Coyote Connect website. First thing to note is that don't worry if you are entering in requisitions currently in WebAdvisor, even in the new fiscal budget year. Do not panic. It is fine for a short period of time. We are going to be entering in both places depending on your particular needs. But for the majority of you, we would like for you to move over to self-service. There's a lot of benefits to the new Coyote Connect area for doing requisition entry and payment requests. Many of those benefits I will highlight today as I show you how to create one. This screen is the self-service Coyote Connect screen. It is live and ready to go. You can click on financial management and there you would see procurement. I am going to move over to the test environment where I do have some rights to do a test requisition and payment request. So I'll click on financial management. I click on procurement, and on this page, listed on the first tab, this view tab, will be three types of information. You'll see your requisitions, you will see purchase orders, and you will see payment request and what status they're at. I'm going to click over at create. In this tab, the default is requisition. You can change that to payment request. The auto fields are requisition date, which is with today's date, initiator and confirmation email that's related to you, and the default is for it to be shipped to Weatherford College. The desired date you can leave blank. If you feel like you want to fill that in, or if that provides additional information, you can fill the desired date in. Requisition date, the only time you would change this date is if you're entering in a requisition in August that is to be paid in the new fiscal year. You would put September 1st of the next fiscal year. Also, in the internal comments, you would need to put in a note to purchasing that this requisition is to be paid in the new fiscal budget. Okay, scrolling down to vendor ID. One of the very nice things in our new self-service is that I can put in any part of a vendor's name, and if the vendor is in the list, they will pop up here, and I can select by clicking on that vendor, and that vendor is applied to this requisition. AP type, the default is accounts payable. 99.9% of you will be doing an accounts payable requisition. You can ignore the tax codes. Here is the approval section. The biggest difference from WebAdvisor is that we will be manually entering in each and every approver that is required for this requisition, and that is going to be dependent on the amount, what is being purchased, and if grant money is being involved. To know which approvers that you need to enter in, you need to check the procurement approval matrix that was sent out by the business office. You look at your GL account, find the amount for up to 1,000, who is the approver for that, 1,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 50,000, and 50,000 above. The additional requirements past the amount would be if it's a technology, capital equipment, if grant money is involved. Always, in every single requisition, you must put Sandra Karowski and Tony Martin as the purchasing agents for that requisition. Turning to my requisition, I need to enter in Greg Schrader, first initial, last name. If I hit enter, it automatically enters. You don't have to go over there and click the add key. T. Martin. And I'm going to put Karowski. If I add it, I want to show that you can add a wrong name. You can have it spelled wrong and it will still allow you to add it at this point. But if I hit save, I would get this error, which I put a screenshot up here for you to see. It will say that this person is not this is not a valid approver, so you would know something is wrong with this name. Also, if you try to save at this point without a line item, it will not let you save this requisition without at least one line item. So let me close that down. Now I know that that name is wrong. I need to remove and put Kurowski and add. All right, my approvers are correct. I'm ready to go to printed comments. There is a change here. We only need your name or the name the person it is going to be delivered to. We also need to have the location for the goods. All right, now in the internal comments, of course, this is the normal place that you're going to put in all of those internal comments, like the PO actions, you know, such as Visa card, hold for attachment, pay from attachment, place order, hold. It's important that you put, if this is for the next fiscal year, that this is going to be paid in the next fiscal year. It is unlimited. Put as much information that is going to help the people understand what is being purchased and why. And of course, anything that purchasing order department needs to do differently. To add at least one line item to this requisition, I'm going to add 2. We're going to do both mask and gloves. If you know the vendor's number, go ahead and put that here. All right, and quantities for this one is going to be 2 boxes for $5. And the GL account is very nice now. I can type in tech and it auto-populates with all the object codes related to tech services that we have access to, and I'm going to select supplies. Project number for now you can ignore. $10 is automatically populated by the extended price. This is editable because you do have the capability of adding another GL account. If the cost of this item is being split amongst 2 GL accounts or object codes, that can be done. I'm just going to show you briefly what that would look like. So I'm just going to click on another GL account, and now I can put $5 here and $5 here. Okay, so and it can be different. It doesn't have to be a 50-50 split, but whatever amount is being paid here, whatever amount of this extended price is being paid by this account. Now, I can add another item. Once that is complete, I'm going to add item, and this time it's going to be boxes of gloves. Okay, so got my gloves here, and the vendor item is GL424, who knows. Quantity, let's see, let's do 3 boxes, $3. All right, and this again is just going to be technology services supplies. Add item. Now I have my 2 items on this requisition, and I can save the requisition. I get a success message at the top of the screen, and I now have a requisition number. It drops you back onto this view tab, the first tab on procurement, and now you can see this requisition. Okay, if I want to look at this, the details for this requisition, I click on the number. There are 3 things you can see on this screen: the overview, the approvers, and the line items. The approvers is a great place to see if you have the correct approvers on here. I have 2 extra I need to remove, so I am going to edit this requisition. I'll return and show you how to delete. Clicking the edit, I have I see the extra people that I have on here. I can remove them. If I was missing someone, I can add them. You cannot make changes to the internal comments at this point. We have this as a request for this to be changed, but at this moment you cannot, after you have submitted a requisition, change the internal comments. Moving down to the line items, I could edit this one. I want to go here and say, oh goodness, I do not want to split this. That's wrong. I need to remove this. Not watch what happens when I remove the extra GL account. My extended price automatically gets updated, which is really nice. So I'm going to update this item, and now everything looks correct. I'm going to save this item, and my changes will be saved. I can check those changes, come back in here. I can see that the extra approvers are gone off of this, and I'm ready to go. My line items look good, and I'll just wait to see it roll through the process. If I find at this point I need to delete this, clicking delete, you're going to get an additional, are you sure you want to delete this requisition? And you'll get a success. This requisition has been deleted. Now, for it to roll off your requisition queue, you need to go back out and into procurement to see that the requisition has been deleted. Now I'm going to show you how to create a payment request. This is very quick. It's very similar. Click on payment request. A few fields are different, but it's the same process. You can ignore the need by date. One of the fields that is here is invoice number and date. If you have that, you can fill that in. I do need to put in my next approvers just as I did before. So I have Greg Schrader and Sandra Karofsky and T. Martin. In my internal comments, I'm going to put WC Travel for training sessions. Reimburse myself will automatically fill my vendor ID information in here, and I don't have to look it up, and I can't put any other vendor in. Now, if I'm not reimbursing myself, I'm filling in another employee's travel. I can look them up, so I could put, say, Schrader, and it will look up, find Greg Schrader, and fill his information in. I'm going to return this back to reimburse myself, and you see the address automatically appears. If I need to make a change, I can update address. On the accounts payable, that's the default. Tax codes you can ignore. Now we need to add the line item. Of course, this is a mileage reimbursement. And the quantity is one time I went there, and it is $48 and, oh no, it's $49.88. Now, on my GL account, this is really cool. You can actually look up travel. And that will bring travel to the top here, faculty and staff, and I'm good to go. Add item. Now, I have my information. Good. I'm going to save, and I've created the voucher. You get a success notice here, and that this voucher has not been approved is listed down here. If I want the details of it, I can click, and just like the requisition, I've got the details, 3 tabs that you can look at over here. If I want to void it, as you can see, I avoided the 2 that I was practicing on. You can come up here and void. If you need to make a change to it, you can make the change just as you did with requisitions, and come in here, change approvers if that was wrong, change the amount if this is wrong, etc. Okay, I'm going to cancel my changes there, and again, if you want to cancel out, you say here, okay, I do not want to make any additional changes. Yes, so that is it. Now you know how to do a requisition and a payment request in the new self-service Coyote Connect.